Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to give you a tour of my redstone world and show you how to make some of this stuff. First things first, we have to tell you the top 3 countries that don't exist anymore. My favorites. 1, the Germany Empire. 2, the SPQR. And 3, British occupied Canada. Now, for the countries that do exist, we have 1, Norway. 2, Finland. And number 3, Germany. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to show you some of these things I made. So we have a furnace-powered door. Let's say you have somebody in jail, and you want to keep them in there. Well, the only way to do that is to, keep the furnace lit. So basically, you just take any sort of fuel of sorts and let's say you're smelting iron. So not only is this efficient, but it is okay. So I see the problem now. As some of you are thinking, hey, all this does is, hold on. I think that there is a problem here. There we go. Does that work? I don't know. I don't think it does. It does not. I tried. All that it does is the comparator detects the items inside of the furnace, and it shuts the door. But it's efficient. You just gotta keep coal in the furnace, and the door stays shut. Next, I made this door thing. So basically, it's a smart farm door. There was, now after doing this, there's a different way to do this. This is the more impractical way. So you just take your hoe here and then you till the dirt. That is what that piece of paper was for. I see now. Okay. So basically, 23 items is what you need. Which basically just needs to be 1 piece of paper in here, 22 pieces of paper in here. And you till the dirt. And it opens. Secret. So how does this work? Well, it's pretty easy. The observer detects the dirt change, and it activates the dispenser, which drops the piece of paper in here, which gives you 23 pieces of paper. Now, what's with 23 pieces of paper? Well, that is the minimal number of paper required to power this. And then this goes to here, and this goes to here. It just travels, and this piston is powered, breaking the redstone torch, and the redstone torch just powers this, keeping that door shut. There's a completely different way to do this that is way easier. I did this because it's impractical. But it also detects the door if you stomp on the dirt, so it's pretty neat. But I have a little laptop here with all my notes of redstone and how it works. This is just a smoke emitter. Put items in it, make smoke. Tried to make an automatic farm, but for whatever reason, all of my wheat kept disappearing. Don't know where it went, but I'm done with that. This, I tried to make it to where it perpetually pushed off all of the, but there's multiple problems with this. I see that now. We have a clock and another clock here. This is my favorite. So you can't be away from it for too long or too far away, or else it won't work because the pistons will stop moving. But all it does is stop the track. This was supposed to be a little train thingy, but it failed. This was supposed to be a trap chest with doors, but it failed. This is my super smelter, I'll get to that later. This was supposed to be my block switcher, but it, guess what, failed. Because for whatever reason I can't get this piston to go upwards. I don't know how to do that either. I guess I have to look at Mumbo Jumbo's thing. But, this was another thing I failed at. Just don't pay attention to it. And this is another thing I failed at. Extremely. I have tried with redstone. I have really tried. But, I've gotten nothing out of it. Really. I have not. I just took a bunch of notes from this video that Blaze MC made about bedrock redstone, and poof, here I am, but it didn't seem to help, like, at all. Anyways, I'm going to show you the super smelter since it was the only successful thing that I made, and I'm going to show you how it works. Let's start. So, here's how you build. First, you need to place down the chest, and all of these hoppers running into one another, they collect all the materials that get smelted inside of these furnaces. Next, you need to place down the furnaces, and then you place down these back 2 layers of hoppers. Now comes the tricky part. You try to place the rails without the rails turning into each other, because they will do that. So be careful. It will take a bit of time, but it works. So, basically there's powered rails here that sends this flying backwards, and it evenly distributes all of the materials. Just fill this up with fuel, fill that up with the items you want smelted, flip a lever, and boom, you're off. It is a neat little contraption, I should say. Something I do want to change is this. But, you know, that's an issue for multiple reasons, so I can't change it. Point is, super smelter, it is good in your survival world if you have enough materials. It takes a lot of iron and stone. But once you get it down, you can build one of these. So let me show you how it works. You get your, let's say raw iron stack of it. And let's get a stack of coal, let's say. And these will be evenly distributed by these little doohickeys here, with the flick of 2 levers. First, the fuel. Now, the materials, and watch it go. It's beautiful. Ah, lovely. So then once they're done evenly distributing materials, you can shut these levers off. They'll go back to their original places, and you can wait for the iron to roll in. Automatic smelter, works great, works better with blast furnaces, which I will replace these with, but these are good if you're playing in older versions of Minecraft, because for me at least, I like to play in PS3 Minecraft because the materials like iron and stuff can be found easier. But I need help with my redstone. I need suggestions of sorts. I don't know. What I need is just help. I need help building my redstone. So if you guys could leave some comments, give me tips and tricks on redstone, like why my doors aren't working or why my block switcher isn't working, that'd be great. I'm gonna look through another Mumbo Jumbo tutorial and see you.